Paris, the city of light. For millions of people around the world, it represents charm and sophistication, a dream destination with its iconic monuments, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Champs-Élysées. But what many do not realize is that Paris is also a city of shadows, a place where mysteries and secrets lie hidden beneath its gleaming surface. Imagine strolling along the banks of the Seine at dusk, with golden lights reflecting on the tranquil water. You feel the magnetism of this city, but there is something in the air, an almost imperceptible whisper of untold stories. Stories that the facades of the buildings do not reveal. Throughout the centuries, Paris has been the stage for conspiracies, revolutions, and secret movements. And as you walk through the cobblestone streets, you are unknowingly treading on a true historical puzzle. To begin with, know that the Paris we see today is built upon another Paris, a city hidden beneath our feet. The ancient streets, now forgotten, have been buried by centuries of history and modernity. But there is something deeper and darker, an underground network of tunnels and caves, excavated long before the modern streets took shape. This is the underworld of Paris, where ancient secrets still echo, and this is where we will begin our journey. Paris is a city made of layers, and the deeper you go, the more unexpected stories emerge. In medieval times, it was a city of superstition and rituals. But with the French Revolution, political conspiracies sprang up everywhere. Beneath grand monuments like the Arc de Triomphe or the Notre Dame Cathedral, there are signs of clandestine meetings, secret passages that traverse time, connecting eras of betrayal and secrets. So, the question is, which Paris do you really know? The Paris that enchants you with its architecture and charming cafes, or the invisible Paris, where shadows hold stories as fascinating as they are dark? Let's uncover these hidden layers one by one. What you discover may change your perception of this city forever. And so, we descend into one of the most disturbing secrets of Paris, the catacombs. Beneath the feet of millions of people lie endless corridors that hold the bones of over 6 million Parisians. But the catacombs were not always an ossuary. In the 18th century, Paris faced a significant public health crisis. The city's cemeteries were overcrowded, and the Innocents Cemetery, the largest at the time, was overflowing. Bodies could not be buried quickly enough, and the putrid smell permeated the streets, turning the city into a sort of open-air necropolis. The solution? To transport the bones to the ancient underground quarries that had existed beneath the city for centuries. For years, by the light of torches, workers transferred entire skeletons into this network of tunnels, forming the catacombs we know today. But here's the mystery. These tunnels are much more extensive than the small section open to the public. It is estimated that there are over 300 kilometers of passages, some completely unexplored. Rumors abound of secret chambers, and urban explorers, known as cataphiles, swear they have encountered signs of occult rituals, strange artifacts, and even passages that lead to unknown locations. In 2004, the French police, during a routine inspection, found something inexplicable in the depths of the catacombs. They discovered a fully equipped room with a subterranean cinema, complete with screens, projectors, and even seats carved into the rock. There was a kitchen, a bar, and mysteriously, a telephone line. No one knows who built or used that space, but when the police returned days later, everything had been dismantled and disappeared, leaving behind more questions than answers. So, why does this subterranean network continue to fascinate? Perhaps it is because, beneath the glamorous surface of Paris, these bones and corridors remind us that the city is not only made of living history, but also of death and buried secrets. The allure of the catacombs lies in their duality. They are a place of both reverence for the dead and an enigmatic gateway to the hidden past, inviting those brave enough to explore their depths to uncover the mysteries that still linger in the shadows. Now, emerging from the depths of the catacombs, we look up to the Parisian sky and find another enigmatic symbol, the Saint-Jacques Tower. Amidst the bustling traffic and modern shops, this solitary Gothic tower seems out of place, like an echo from a forgotten past. It is all that remains of an ancient medieval church destroyed during the French Revolution. But the Saint-Jacques is not famous merely for its architectural beauty. It carries a history of mystery and alchemy. In the 15th century, this tower was a gathering place for scholars and alchemists who believed they could transform lead into gold. Legends tell of mysterious figures such as Nicholas Flamel, yes, the legendary alchemist who supposedly discovered the secret of immortality, being connected to this site. Some believe that Flamel conducted secret experiments nearby, using the tower as an astrological observation point, aligning stars and planets in search of hidden knowledge. But the mystery does not end there. Climbing the tower, you may feel a shift in the atmosphere. There's a sense that this place is more than just a historical monument. It is a sanctuary for something mystical. Throughout the centuries, there have been reports of strange visions at the top of the tower, lights that defy explanation, and even sightings of hooded figures on the spiral staircase. Some visitors report an odd feeling of déjà vu, as if they have been there before, even though it is their first time in Paris. The Saint-Jacques Tower, with its imposing presence and mystery, is not merely a historic landmark, but a symbol of something deeper. The eternal quest for the unknown, for the secrets of the universe that lie hidden in the stars and within the pages of ancient grimoires. Once again, Paris shows us that its story is not just written in books, but also in the enigmas that remain unanswered. And there, standing atop the tower, with the wind blowing through the Gothic arches, you cannot help but wonder, how many more secrets lie hidden in plain sight, waiting to be unveiled? What other mysteries do the streets of Paris hold, whispering their stories to those who dare to listen? The allure of the city is in its layers, each one waiting for an inquisitive mind to peel back and reveal the wonders that time has left behind. But it's not just the towers that guard secrets. In the heart of Paris, a monumental structure hides its own mysteries, the Arc de Triomphe. Known for its grandeur and for honoring French soldiers, this arch is a centerpiece of national history. However, beneath the stone and the names engraved of battles and generals, a dark and intriguing legend lurks. Have you heard of the tomb of the unknown soldier located right beneath the arch? It was created after World War I as a symbol of honor and respect for soldiers whose bodies were never identified. Every day, the eternal flame is rekindled in their memory. But some say that this tomb, beyond being a symbol of respect, harbors a much older secret, a mystery that dates back to the time of Napoleon. During the construction of the Arc, it is said that a network of secret tunnels was created beneath it, connecting it to various strategic points in Paris. These tunnels were supposedly used by military officials, and even by members of the French resistance during World War II. Some reports suggest that these passages continue to be used today, but what exactly happens down there remains shrouded in silence. There are stories of clandestine meetings, secret gatherings involving authorities, and even mysterious figures who have never been identified. And it's not just the underground that carries mystery. The very structure of the arch is enveloped in esoteric symbolism. Many believe that the design of the monument follows proportions based on sacred numbers, and that it is astrologically aligned with other points in the city, such as Notre Dame Cathedral and the Saint-Jacques Tower. Theories suggest that Napoleon, known for his fascination with the occult, deliberately chose these features in an attempt to connect Paris with powerful cosmic forces. As you walk around the Arc de Triomphe, you can feel the weight of history. But for those who know where to look, there is something deeper, something that goes beyond military triumphs. Each stone, each name carved seems to resonate with a greater meaning, as if the arch holds a key to a secret that Paris is not yet ready to fully reveal. The allure of this monument lies not only in its grand facade, but also in the whispers of the past that echo through its arches, inviting you to explore the hidden narratives woven into the very fabric of the city. What other secrets might lie in the shadows of the Arc, waiting for the curious to uncover them? And if you continue further towards the grand Opéra Garnier, another mystery begins to unfold. This magnificent theater, with its ornate façade and opulent interiors, is one of the most stunning buildings in Paris. Yet behind its sparkling chandeliers and imposing stages lies a tale that intertwines art and terror, a legend that has transcended generations, the famous Phantom of the Opera. Of course, everyone knows the story, immortalized in books, plays, and films. But what few realize is that this legend may be more rooted in reality than one might think. The Opéra Garnier was inaugurated in 1875, and since then, rumors have circulated about a mysterious man who inhabited its corridors. It is said that beneath the theater, under the marble floors and grand staircases, there exists a true underground lake. This lake, formed by nature due to the region's challenging water retention, was discovered during construction. Instead of draining it, the architects chose to leave it, creating a sort of cistern. And it is here that the myth of the Phantom finds its roots. Legends say that this lake was the refuge of a deformed man, a musical genius who, rejected by society, hid in the theater's shadows, manipulating everything that happened on stage and in the wings. Theater staff still report strange occurrences today, from lights flickering inexplicably to the sounds of footsteps echoing through empty corridors, as if an invisible presence still lingers there. But the mystery of the Opéra Garnier does not end with the Phantom. The very architecture of the building is rich in symbolism, suggesting a connection to secret societies and esoteric rituals. Charles Garnier, the architect who designed the theater, was a man of many interests, and according to some, he drew inspiration from ancient alchemical and Masonic symbols to compose the building's design. The famous ceiling, painted by Marc Chagall, for instance, has been interpreted by some as a representation of the mysteries of the universe, involving art as a means of accessing the divine. Thus, the Opéra Garnier, with all its beauty and glory, hides in its depths a layer of shadows and enigmas. Each performance, each applause resonates not only in the main hall, but also in the dark corridors where the echoes of a mysterious past can still be heard, if you know where to listen. The allure of this place is not just in the operas performed, but also in the whispers of creativity and despair that continue to flow through its walls, inviting you to delve deeper into the stories that lie beneath the surface. What other secrets await discovery in this majestic theater, waiting to reveal their hidden truths? And while the Louvre attracts those seeking ancient secrets and conspiracy theories, there is another side of Paris where the mysteries are more subtle, yet equally fascinating. In the heart of Montmartre, the bohemian neighborhood of Paris, lies a place that, at first glance, seems harmless and even romantic: the Cabaret Lapin Agile. This small, discreet wooden building, with its walls painted in vibrant colors, has been the meeting point for some of the greatest artists and intellectuals in history. But what few know is that Lapin Agile hides stories of clandestine meetings, political conspiracies, and perhaps even hidden rebellion. In the early 20th century, Montmartre was the center of artistic avant-garde in Paris. Figures such as Pablo Picasso, Amedeo Modigliani, and Henri Toulouse-Lautrec frequented Lapin Agile, gathering to discuss art, philosophy, and of course, politics. It is said that the cabaret was more than just a place for entertainment. It was a secret meeting spot for artists dissatisfied with the status quo, who planned revolutionary movements and challenged the social and political conventions of the time. One particularly intriguing story involves Picasso. In 1905, the young artist was living in Montmartre and spent hours at Lapin Agile. He was said to have engaged in heated debates about politics and artistic freedom, but rumors suggest that something more significant was happening. Some believe the cabaret served as a gathering place for anarchist intellectuals, and that Picasso and other artists were planning something much greater than mere changes in art. Could it be that Lapin Agile, with its walls adorned with paintings and its cheerful atmosphere, was actually a refuge for political conspiracies? Moreover, there is something even more mysterious about Lapin Agile. It is said that on certain nights, the cabaret's lights would flicker in peculiar patterns, as if following a code. Some believe this was a form of secret communication used to alert patrons about the presence of spies or authorities. This dance of lights might have been a discreet tactic to ensure that the plans discussed within the cabaret's four walls remained hidden from the watchful eyes of the police. Lapin Agile, with its modest facade and evenings filled with music and wine, seems like a simple historical cabaret. But, like many places in Paris, its walls carry hidden stories, where art and politics intertwine, and where the ideas that shaped the 20th century may have been discussed under the guise of bohemian conversations. Montmartre, with its artistic charm, also holds its secrets, and Lapin Agile, a symbol of this vibrant era, is perhaps the place where the visible and the hidden meet. And to conclude our journey through an occult Paris, we head to a place that many might not associate with mystery, the Place de la Concorde. Majestic and open, surrounded by history and grand buildings, this is the largest public square in Paris, a site of celebrations and tragedies. At its center stands the Obelisk of Luxor, an ancient monument brought from Egypt, marking an enigmatic point of energy at the heart of the city. Yet, like many other Parisian landmarks, the Place de la Concorde conceals dark stories that are not always visible. During the French Revolution, this location became the stage for one of the most terrifying phases in Paris's history, the guillotine. Here, thousands of people, including figures like Marie Antoinette and King Louis XVI, met their tragic fates under the sharp blade of revolutionary justice. As blood soaked the ground, it is said that something more took root in the earth, a malignant energy that cursed the square. Historians and esoteric scholars suggest that the Place de la Concorde may be a confluence point of powerful, invisible forces. They believe that the Obelisk of Luxor, brought from the ancient city of Thebes in the 19th century, is strategically positioned to channel cosmic energies or even ancient, unknown forces. With its hieroglyphs and thousands of years of history, the obelisk is viewed by some as a conduit for Egyptian mysteries, an artifact that, placed at the center of Paris, has altered the city's energetic balance. Reports of strange events around the square began to emerge. People describe inexplicable sensations of oppression, chills when walking near the obelisk, as if being watched. Others speak of fleeting shadows that seem to cross the public space at night when the square is empty, as if the ghosts of the past still linger there. For those sensitive to forces beyond the visible, the Place de la Concorde is much more than a simple historical square. It is an epicenter of energies echoing from ancient times, connecting ancient Egypt to modern Paris. And so, at the end of this exploration, we find ourselves faced with an inevitable question. Is Paris truly just a city of light, art, and romance? Or is it that behind every monument, every square, every street, lies a web of secrets, shadows, and untold stories? As you stroll through its avenues, it is impossible not to feel that there is something more, something pulsing beneath the surface. Paris is a city of contradictions, where the visible and the hidden dance together, inviting those who dare to look beyond the obvious to uncover its deepest mysteries.